I see a lot of implements making their way into the studio.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a bed of nails, or is it 2 bed of nails?
1 bed of nails.
1 bed of nails. What is it? The middle appears to be discolored. Is that, you think that's blood?
No, it's gotta be.
Most likely blood. I don't know, man. This thing looks well used.
Hi, Michael.
Howdy.
Is there anything Joe's going to need to know in advance of this? Like, what should Joe... I mean, there's not much he can do other than be a receiver, which is something Joe is accustomed to.
Well, this is pretty much entry-level carny stuff.
Okay.
If you're going to be in a sideshow, this is the first thing they teach you, is to lie down on the bed of nails to get things smashed on your belly.
Okay.
There's a lot of physics involved, so there's not a lot of danger, but there's also a lot of discomfort, which is kind of fun.
Oh,
Okay.
is the best part. Good, yeah, that's
And
what
if
we
you
look
and
for.
I'm sure the first, because Joe, it's not like there's been a practice run of this. I'm sure the first time you do it is the anticipation is far worse than anything else.
Absolutely.
All right.
The nails on this board appear to be discolored in the shape of a body right in the middle. Is that the pressure point? Is that...
I usually lie down after it's been covered with lemon juice
Okay.
because it hurts more.
Because of the...
If I make a mistake, yeah, it's a punishment thing. But
I see. Okay.
Wow,
So it's a little
that's
discolored
not helping
from
Joe. He's
No.
not feeling good by that. He had a weird look in his face when you described that.
We are going to demonstrate. There are 964 nails on this bed.
Okay.
Each one's 6 inches long. I like to do a quick demo. We're just going to look out, Joe. Nice big squish right there. That's going to be
hear
Joe
that?
in just a minute.
Tossed an apple
was
onto
an
it.
apple.
And toss is the right term. You did not thrust it down towards at the bed of nails. You just basically let gravity do the work, and now it's got numerous puncture wounds.
Yeah.
Joe didn't believe it, so he tried it again.
So he did it again and threw it harder just to make sure that it actually would
And
go
that's
in.
that's going to be Joe. So
Yeah.
Okay.
it's going to be fun.
Should Joe be shirtless for this?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Shirtless.
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Totally.
Come on.
Wait, hold on. Yesterday you said...
Should he also be pantsless?
Hold on.
Yeah, take your pants off too, Joe.
I
you're
said
gonna
we
be
needed a
fine.
towel to cover your stomach because the block, when it breaks, it's going to leave shards all over the place, and that's going to hurt. But we want your back on the actual
Yes.
bed of nails. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
For sure.
This is definitely what we all talked about, Joe.
Joe, I'm sure that's it. I'm sure you just misheard, Joe.
No, I didn't. I did not mishear.
Really? What did you hear, Joe?
Yeah, did you think you were going to get a great level of protection from a shirt anyway? It's nails.
Do you think we're going to put a sleeping bag on top of that?
Yeah.
He's looking really
Filled-
nervous right now.
Filled with
Yeah, you
trepidation now as Joe has his hand on his YKK zipper and he is considering removing the jacket, but not exactly.
What are you thinking, Joe? You're staring the bed down?
Yeah, you're just staring.
Michael, as we look at this, will you have enough room to take the hammer above your head and crash it down out of the cinder blocks that will be on top of Joe as he lies on a bed of nearly 1,000 nails?
I don't see any problems with it. It
Okay.
should be no problem. We just got to get his shirt off. Yeah.
Okay.
Michael, how many times,
Okay.
how many
No way.
people have you done this to?
Me done it to other people?
Yeah.
One other person.
One other
Done it to
person.
one
Yeah. This
other
is.
person.
I'm
Joe,
giving.
Joe,
this
are
is-
you expecting that to be a bigger number?
Yeah.
What he's doing is my job. I'm usually
This
the
is-
one on the bed of nails getting things smashed on me.
Okay,
Okay.
what is described, because no doubt in your experiences you've seen people who may attempt something like this who are not a professional like you. Maybe some person maybe at home or thinks they know what they're doing and attempts to do it in front of people. Tell me some of the injuries you've seen over the years.
Oh gosh, specifically with bed of nails. Well, there's broken ribs. You get the puncture wounds if you lie down on it wrong and shuffle around a lot. So Joe, when you do lie down, you're just gonna lie down straight. You're not gonna shimmy because if you shimmy, you're gonna tear your back
Yeah,
open.
you're going to rip
Yeah,
it like
you
a
don't
cheese
wanna
grater.
That's
you don't
not
want to do
good.
that.
No,
Have
Now,
you had
when
a
you-
tetanus
wait-
shot lately?
you would want one of those.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
might
you
want to get
don't
one of
have
those
one?
after.
Oh, boy.
You can get that after. You
Yeah.
just-
Michael, when you say broken ribs, that's a rare
That would be a
occurrence.
very rare thing when someone's
does
not
happen.
very good with the sledgehammer and they miss the block and hit the ribs.
Oh, my God.
yeah, that would do
Imagine
it.
it just
Oh, my
buries
God.
into his ribs.
If that
caves
happens,
a cage.
In addition to broken ribs, Joe, you'll
Yeah.
have puke all over your face
Your
from where
lung-
I puke on you.
Your lungs squeege out of your penis.
Because why wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Why would-
where
why
else would they
wouldn't
come out?
Of course,
It just gets
of course
jammed down into your
lungs
bladder.
Would shoot out of your wang.
I don't think
you're-
I've ever
you're-
seen Joe look so physically
Oh, yeah.
uncomfortable before.
right, well,
I
let's-
mean,
let's-
I've seen you look uncomfortable, but
I'm scared.
Let's start getting you
I
comfy.
wasn't scared at all until.
Well, Joe, you realize we're under the gun now. We have time constraints on. I mean, we have clocks that we
Yeah.
stay to in the show.
Yeah.
Normally we're out
Yeah.
at 11 after roughly.
Yeah.
So, here we are at, we got about 6 minutes to get this done. So with the setup time, I imagine you're going to have to get started relatively soon.
Shirt's going to have to come off, Joe.
No way.
Well, why
I'm
don't
not
you just
laying
get
on
comfortable?
that thing with no shirt on and then having the brick smashed on me. I'll do the brick and I'll do the nails.
This was your idea.
Yeah.
This was not my idea.
Okay.
I had to make sure.
I think
it
technically,
wasn't my idea.
yeah. I think it
This
wasn't
was not
technically.
my
Was it my idea?
No, I think this was mine.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, why don't you go ahead and just
But,
put your hand flat on that and give it a press and see how that feels?
Yeah, Joe, maybe
just,
that'll,
just to ease up a little bit.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, that'll.
That doesn't feel good.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe.
Yeah, it feels really.
Joe,
It hurts. It really
Joe,
does.
Maybe without under the guise that it doesn't necessarily mean you'll get hit with a sledgehammer. Why don't you at least just take off your shirt and see how it feels if you lay on it? See if you can get yourself even remotely comfortable just laying on it.
Joe, when was the last time we gave you a chance to lay on a bed at work?
Uh-huh.
And
we-
be shirtless.
Actually, the last time we did that, we had to all go apologize.
Yeah, well, God, I want to tell that story.
Someday.
Yeah, someday.
licked the door handle. That was the line.
That was the one that.
All right. So,
All right,
Joe,
Joseph.
Joe, we gotta have action. You're a man of
Now,
action.
Joe, you realize,
not a man of staring.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You are a man of action. So,
I see you're picking at something on your hand now.
Yeah, it actually really hurt. And the bed of nails really hurt.
Do you need to see someone else do it first?
No?
Okay.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, well.
I'm going to lay on the bed.
All right, we'll just
there we
wait.
go. We have to
What-
extend this out.
When?
When do you think you're gonna
Yeah, we hate to be pushy, but
when do you think you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
Michael, how long do you have?
I can stay here till 7:30 if I have to.
Okay. Well, why don't we do this, Joe?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to.
Because I don't
No,
think
it's
you're
okay. I'll do it now.
No, I think what we're going to do is have
Yeah.
you do it at the beginning of the next segment.
Yeah.
And we'll get to what Hot Wings thinks here.
We just
that will
iced
give
the
you-
kicker, is what we just did.
Did
there.
ice the kicker. That was Belichick.
We gave him time to get out there and throw some grass in the air and
Yeah.
check the wind and pat his holder on the butt. Now,
Right.
you're going to have to stare at the bed of nails for another 10 minutes, Joe.
Yeah, maybe if you throw that apple down there again, that'll make you feel better.
Thunk.
Joe will get his rib cage smashed while laying on a bed of nails next. Hot Wings,
Yep.
it's your time to shine.
Well, my time to
Here's
talk.
What Hot Wings thinks. Hot Wings. What Hot Wings thinks.
Free beer, Zane, and listeners. You're probably going to feel pretty bad when I tell you that Al Qaeda is in its worst financial state in many years. Ha ha. Turns out the U.S. efforts to choke off their funding is working. Apparently, the Al Qaeda leadership has already warned that a lack of funds was hurting the group's recruitment and training efforts. So eat that, you collective cave-dwelling cowards. Get ready to go back to hurling rocks as your best bet for terroristic mayhem. Now, I'm not saying we should start taking Al Qaeda lightly. There are still donors who are ready and willing to give them money. So now is the time to really tighten the screws. Now is all the better time to start some massive bombing raids. Turn that whole area into nothing but busted rocks and melted monkey bars. Whoever's left won't have enough money to buy new stuff or train anyone. And the Taliban isn't going to give away any of their newfound opium money. Because why would they? They don't want to fight us. They just want to take Afghanistan back and oppress women. That's their thing. Though a good bombing raid would also take care of most of the Taliban and their poppy crop, too. Then for all those unaffiliated farmers who are just poor and grow the stuff to survive, give them all a new Ford Raptor off-road truck or something with a bed full of food and an American flag on the roof and call it good. They'll dig it. It's a cool truck. So let's buy some loyalty. It's got to be cheaper than massive troop deployments. Plus, it'd be great for the auto company since the government would probably give them $1 million each for a $40,000 truck. So let's bust some terrorist ass while they're down. Light up their white robes like birthday candles on Jack LaLanne's cake. I want to see a poppy inferno that looks like it was lit by Drew Barrymore in Firestarter. That's really a timely reference. I don't see a lot of movies.
I'm glad you caught it.
I'm Hot Wings, and that's what I think.
That's your new opinion from Hot Wings. More of the Free Beer and Hot Wings show is next.
We'll get to Joe's Bed of Nails challenge in a moment. But if you were listening and named that tune, you missed the most exuberant moment if you weren't listening. the most exuberant moment of intern Lurch's life. Never has he been so excited. Song number 4, here it is.
Hot Wings.
Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Supergroup Asia and Heat of the Moment.
That's awesome. You are correct. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
That's
Very
awesome.
exuberant. That's the same thing Joe said when
That's awesome.
the idea for producer Joe's Bed of Nails challenge. Joe is still staring at the bed of nails. Entranced. Michael is here from Naughty Bits Sideshow, naughtybitssideshow.com, KNOTTY, bitssideshow.com. Michael, you have several world records, and you actually have a trick you can show us right now, correct?
I do. I have a trick I can show you right now. I got a nail right here. It's 5 inches long. You want to take a look at that real close?
Yeah, so somebody got a camera going on this, don't they?
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This is it's a solid steel nail.
Okay, good,
And
good.
about 4 inches long.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Oh, no.
And this is a real nose, right?
It sure
Real
is your
nose?
nose,
Okay.
and I know where that nail's going.
Licking
He's
it.
licking it.
Yeah,
Licking your germs off. Thanks for that.
Sorry about that.
lube that up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
I want to watch it go in his nose. There it goes. It's in his nose. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh.
That's
Now, this is
awesome.
exciting, but there is a part 2 to this trick. You
Yeah.
get to pull it out.
Oh,
It's
God.
in his head, and I'm going
Okay.
to pull it
All
out
right.
of his...
2 fingers and pull it out.
Turn your head that way.
Okay,
God.
2 fingers, pull out. Remember, pulling is good, pushing is bad.
Yeah, straight.
Yeah, that's
Straight out.
Oh, God.
That's
Oh, wait,
awesome.
is it blood? No, it's not.
I
just for
licked
you.
it.
How does it not go into your brain? Because it didn't go up. It went in.
It went
Yeah.
straight in. Yeah, I can actually feel it tap in the inside of my skull when I do that. So
Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand, it didn't go up the nose into the nasal cavity area. It like the typical path of the nostril
It's a
going up.
straight nail,
It
yeah.
went straight into his face.
Oh.
yeah, I hold a couple of world records as well. I have the most mousetraps snapped on the human tongue in 1 minute.
Hey,
which
another
was
Joe stunt.
19
Great.
mousetraps in 1 minute, and then the other one is most weight on the human head in a pile of broken glass.
Now that is great entertainment. That is
I thought it was fun.
absolutely fantastic.
I believe
People
it.
should always pay top dollar for stuff like this. Who wouldn't want to see this?
For the nail thing?
Uh-huh.
How do you learn to do that? Do you just put it in a little
Well-
bit the first time and then kind of wiggle it
Kind of
around?
feel around.
Well, what I usually say is try it, and if you can do it and you live, then you're capable.
just
Yeah.
replicate it. Just
Yeah,
do it
pretty
and
much. No, don't do it at home.
No,
do
no,
it
no.
at school. They've got a nurse there. Now, seriously, what you
Used
have
to.
to do is you have to overcome the nasal gag reflex. You have gag reflexes in your throat, which are used in sword swallowing. You have to get over those with blockheading, which is what that's called. You have to get over the sneeze gag reflex
Oh,
you do
yeah,
not
that
want
makes sense.
You do not
Oh.
want to sneeze with that up there.
No.
That's bad.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That was crazy. I know that people do that, and I've seen it on the internet, but I can't believe I just saw it in person. Look at how Joe is looking at Michael right now.
Yeah.
Joe has been looking at Michael since that happened, like Michael's some sort of unearthly demon. Joe,
I'm just
you've got your
disgusted.
arms
You're-
folded.
you're
You are
so
in a,
affected.
You're in a very closed position. You appear to be tremendously nervous. Your shirts are still on, and that bed of nails
Yeah.
still awaits you laying down.
Joe, this is a trained professional. He would not want you to get hurt on the radio.
Yeah, no, I know he would not want me to get hurt.
He wouldn't allow that to happen
Nope.
because you are such. That would put you in great peril and make him. Well, he would be in great peril. So I am confident, Joe, that as much trepidation that you are filled with, there is just a small bit of danger. As awful as that looks,
It's just little danger.
I think that you are in as much danger doing this than you would be, any of the other stunts that you may do. Whether it be assaulted by anybody. I don't think this is any more dangerous than any of the other ones.
On the bright
Yeah,
side,
like
there's
tire roll.
there's
or
almost no
paintball gauntlet or
No, well, see, there is almost no
I'll go
chance
some
that you
worse.
will injure your knee in this, like you did with Tire down the hill.
Yeah.
So,
It's unlikely that you will again say, "Oh, I'm so badly injured," to have that met with laughter.
Yeah.
because I'm here.
Right, because we can see
Yeah,
you.
we can see
We'd
you.
actually feel bad for you because we could see you writhing, whereas that time we
Yeah.
just pretended it wasn't happening. Well, Joe, what's the plan?
I'm gonna
'Cause
lay
it's-
on the bed of nails.
You're
All
gonna
right.
Are you gonna take the
Okay.
shirt off?
No way.
yeah, well, you have to.
I'm
Are you
not.
gonna
I don't
take your-
have to.
Are you gonna take your sweatshirt off? Because you got like 4 layers on. At least 3 layers. I can see 3 layers, Joe.
He's thinking, not sure.
Yeah.
Come on, you're not going to deprive the female viewers of the video, are you? Your gay
that's-
fans?
hey.
You're not. Come on.
Damn right well.
Wow, man.
Very strong.
He's very. I don't think Joe Freeberg Hot Wings, Steve. I don't think I've ever seen Joe
His hands are.
experience so much
These are
anxiety.
so
I'm
I think
with
the
you,
last
Zane.
time it was for
no,
stuff
I've
that I
never.
wasn't even here for. That when he had the rep, he laid in the coffin full of snakes and stuff. I think when I heard that on the
you're right.
radio, he sounded awful.
You're
And
absolutely
I know
right.
that to the average listener or to any listener right now, Joe just sounds like he's falling apart.
Yeah, this is worse than Coffin of Snakes.
Joe about 5 times during the break threw the apple at the bed of nails, which was really not helping his psyche.
No.
Joe, what's the verdict?
Yeah, come on, Joe.
All right, let's do it.
All right, there we go. Okay, Joe, now getting set.
Joe's down to a long sleeve shirt and a t-shirt underneath. Again, when Michael does this, no shirt, right?
No shirt.
And you know what?
I had people stand on me too.
You've had people stand on you.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that Joe has his shirt on. The fact of the matter is, these nails are going to pierce his back and come out through his chest.
Well, and even, I mean, really, if you just had to lay down on the floor without a bed of nails, would you be really comfortable knowing that a man was going to break a cinder block on your chest with a sledgehammer?
No. This is, by the way, the term sideshow is not fair. This is a front show.
I agree.
That is to me an
This is
insult.
main stage show right here.
I just watched a man take a giant nail and put it into his head. As we talk about this, Michael is now, he has placed the cinder block onto Joe's chest. Joe is on a bed of nails, and Freeber is helping set the stage as Michael prepares to hit him. Hold on, Michael.
Michael, am
hold
I
on.
going to be in your way? Am I going to get... Okay.
Joe has his face covered.
That's for shrapnel.
As Zane said, it is a cinder block, not a brick, but a cinder block, and it runs from basically the base of Joe's rib cage down to his pubic line.
Yeah, from nipples to boner.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, Joe?
Everybody give a war cry.
What do I do?
You sit there and don't move.
Pray to God as much as you can. We're gonna do this on the count of 3, okay? And 1, 2.
Just-
Oh! It's broke. He survived.
Oh no! Oh my God! Look at Joe has granite on his face. Joe's like, "Get me up!" Joe, grab a mic quick.
Hey, Joe, Joe, put your arms up in the air. Higher. His pits are super sweaty.
Joe is sweating. Joe's been sweating through his shirt.
Joe, they want to. Let's see. He's going to raise
Turn
your
around,
shirt
Joe.
up.
Yeah, he wants to make sure that you're not bleeding everywhere.
Take a good close up of this. This is nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What now?
Got a few marks back there, maybe?
Got lots of denty marks.
Dents on his body. We're looking to see if it broke the skin at all.
So,
It didn't.
Joe, you clearly are filled with adrenaline right now.
Yeah. Do you want to do it
agitated.
face down now?
No.
That was one of the, despite not hurting, that was one of the scariest things I've ever been through in my life.
Really?
It's scary.
It's scary.
You are so giddy.
Even now,
awesome.
even now, you seem to be a shell of the normal Joe with your arms crossed.
That's awesome.
and you kind of still in a recovery mode. If you had to do it again, would it be a big deal? Now that you've done it, I'm not suggesting that I'm trying to. And this is not a bait and switch trying to get you to do it again. But was the buildup worse than what actually happened?
Probably. Awesome.
Not that I blame you.
Probably.
Well, there's 2 more cinder blocks. So.
Yeah.
So are we doing the wheel of cinder block like you suggested?
Joe and I did talk about that. We'd spin the wheel and everybody's name would go on it, and one other person would do it last night.
Holy cow.
Look at the time.
Oh, now it's not such a good idea. That there's a chance that it could happen to you.
I'm all bones.
Oh.
Are you kidding? It would be terrible.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I'm game if Hot Wings is game. But
I'm
I know
game.
he's not game. He's not going to do it. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
no
God,
way.
look at me.
No.
I got nothing.
Hot Wings, your
Come on,
physical,
man.
it doesn't matter. Your physical
no big
makeup
deal.
does not matter.
It's no big deal.
You are not at some crazy disadvantage because you weigh 10 pounds lighter than me. Come on now.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
We don't have time to load the wheel.
No.
So, Michael, would you think of a number between 1 and 100? Closest has to do it.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Got it.
You've got a number? Boy, now I'm
Hold on a
nervous.
second. Write it down and put it behind your back. But don't let anybody see what you're writing down. No one look
You
at
don't
it.
trust the carny?
I don't trust
No
a
one's
card.
looking at the carny. Okay, you got it behind your back. 1 to 100. All right.
Who wants to pick their number first?
I will pick first.
Okay.
6.
30.
5. I'm just playing strategy here. Sorry.
And
Is that?
Of course, the number could be.
Do we have our interns?
I think it's just us.
Okay.
That's what I said.
All right.
between 1 and 100, I picked 72.
72.
Oh.
Is it Hot Wings?
There you go, Hot
Well,
Wings.
yeah.
Take off your shirt. Awesome. That's awesome.
Joe already turns. Take off your shirt.
Hello.
Joe's on board.
Hello.
Now, this has to
God.
happen in about 90 seconds, Hot Wings.
All right, do it. Move. Holy cow.
Hot Wings.
All right, Hot Wings is now laying on a bed of nails.
Hot Wings, this is not funny, is it?
Michael, the man in black,
Put that down
is
towards-
taking
Hot Wings.
the cinder block and putting it down
Set this right here.
onto the bird chest. Well, former bird chest. Hot Wings has a layer of
Cover
muscle.
Your face, both your arms. Trying to show
Yeah.
your face, your mouth. That's what you want to cover.
How you feel, Hot Wings?
Terrified.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, you ready?
You see it's happening quick. That's what's great about it. Okay.
All right, you ready?
We got about 60 seconds
Okay.
here.
1,
Oh.
2, and
Oh, my gosh.
Let's hear it for Hot Wings.
Hot Wings.
That's right, bitches.
Oh, yeah. You became a man on the radio.
Hot Wings, you have a crazy adrenaline burst right now,
Oh,
don't you?
big time. Yeah, that was crazy.
Hot Wings is
How
going to
about
go
that?
tip a car over during the
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
That's
Joe, let's
right,
go
bitch.
fight hobos.
Yeah.
It's funny because as it became real that we could
That's
all do
awesome.
it. Because when it was just an option, I was actually thinking, go ahead, Freebeer, just volunteer, just go do it.
no way,
And then
man.
when it became a real option, like it
Yeah.
really could happen, then everything changed. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it at all.
I'm glad I did it.
Hot Wings, well done.
Yeah, that was cool.
We'll take a break. Thanks again to Michael. No problem. We appreciate it. We'll take a break. It is the Freebeer and Hot Wings show.
Hot Wings, how do you feel?
Actually, surprisingly good.
Got a little cinder block mark there on your
The
stomach.
back of my shirt didn't do too good either.
Let's see.
A few nail holes, apparently.
Oh yeah.
You see them?
Yep.
But it was fun.
Would you do it again?
It wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I'd do it again.